Hey, what's up, Classic TV fans? My name is Rick9G. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be talking about the television show Emergency. And I think today we're going to have a different tone of video than usual, something more somber, a little more respectful. And because we're going to remember one of the actors, one of the characters, essentially from the show Emergency. I'll reveal to you who it was and give you as much information as has been released at this moment, but I think this is important. I usually don't make videos with topics that are quote-unquote negative, but I think this is important because we have to honor and keep the memory of these individuals going because their work lives on. We were entertained by them. They brought us smiles, entertainment. The least we can do is honor them and remember them, and this is a point where we're going to do exactly just that. Now, if you're a big fan of the show Emergency, you will know firefighter Chester Chet B. Kelly. Unfortunately, the actor who played him, Timothy, mostly known as Tim David Donnelly, passed away September 20th, 2021. Now, it's unfortunate news because it was a very quick passing. Many people didn't really expect it. I'll tell you a little bit about him in just a little bit, but the news comes straight from the Los Angeles County Fire Museum that has a lot of the trucks from the show, a lot of the equipment and so forth, and they're kind of an advocate for the show Emergency. Now, they report the passing of Tim Donnelly this past weekend, that is when it was released, when the information was released, playing this character Chet Kelly. He did other acting roles as well. It mentions that he's survived by his daughter Ashley. He has 2 grandsons. He has a sister Kathleen and his brother Dennis. This is important because this information really wasn't, for the most part, released before. He was a very private individual in that sense. Now, the museum itself was preparing for a 50th anniversary edition, kind of honoring the TV show Emergency in the upcoming January date. This would have been January 2022, and he was scheduled to appear for this 50th anniversary celebration. Now, I know that maybe a lot of people want to send their condolences, so they are accepting cards, and I'll put the information up on the screen to the museum directly and the address. If you want to send it, that is totally a wonderful thing. If you can even add in there that you were referred to by Rick9G, I think that's wonderful. So the whole community can be represented in the honor of Timothy Donnelly. Now let's talk a little bit about him and his accomplishments on screen. It was mostly due to his father, who was working as a unit manager for Jack Webb. Yes, the Jack Webb who created Dragnet, who also starred in it, who also, of course, moved on to create Addams 12 and Emergency. He found out and discovered that Tim was an actor, so Webb was quick to offer him a job. He gave him a script, handed it to Donnelly, and said, "Hey, we shoot next week." Boom, just blunt, just like that. He worked in 5 more Dragnet episodes, and Webb became his mentor. He was sent over to Universal Studios, the theme park. Well, that is the back lot, or that is the movie portion of it where they were filming the show, and he would get the part. All he had to do was cut his hair and shave his beard, although he admitted he felt strange doing this, almost naked, but to him it was well worth it in order to play the part of Chester Chet B. Kelly. Now, he even trained for his role and went with actual paramedics in Carson, California, that is the city of Carson, for around 2 weeks. Now, this character who was mostly known as the jokester, the one who'd kind of add a little bit of comedy into the show that was based on all this quote-unquote realistic rescues and kind of emergency situations that are maybe seen as a little tense, well, he added to the just comedy of the show. Now, Chet did study for the engineer exam at least 3 episodes, although he never actually seemed to have taken the test. Now, he realized that he made a big impact on the show, and he appreciated the real firefighters, the real paramedics, and what difference they were making. This is why actors like Tim are very important for us, because they bring to life what we can't see. We can't ride along with firefighters, police officers like in Addams 12, but he kind of brought that to life. He brought a realism to a world that we never really knew about, and inspired future firefighters who would watch the show. He said that we had a lot of town heroes, young ones that visited our set, and we embraced them all for what they did. He also helped out later on in his life after the show in soup kitchens in his hometown, and it was some of the best experiences that he had. The first day that he did it, they had him cooking for 250 people for lunch, and he cooked throughout the week, and he insisted that working with the homeless and needy was a great teaching tool for all involved. He connected with the community and with people who watched the show. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It was fairly short. Feel free to put in the comments below your condolences, or if you actually want to send a card or anything to the museum fire station, feel free to do so. I think it would be great to continue honor the legacy of this individual. We'll see you next time, and no matter what difficulty, always remember to be hopeful.